Oh, hey everybody, this is Grace. I just come out of that parking spot right there, and boy, I ran right over the curb. So that's why you hear me, huh? It's like, what the crap? Oh boy, what a day. Anyway, okay, I did a video yesterday, and it was the longest video I have ever made. I am serious. Yeah, it was right at 40 minutes long. Wow, that's long for me. And okay, I cannot really see all that much, but let's hopefully I can figure this out here. What the crap? What are they doing here? But anyway, so almost 40 minutes, and it was about these narcissistic histrionic people. There's somebody behind me driving down the wrong lane. Oh my goodness. But anyway, the people who use any kind of tragedy, any kind of bad crisis situation, any kind, to get the attention put on them so they can basically get money, get sympathy, money, attention, sympathy, money, items, whatever it is, or they're setting people up to become their friends so later on they can screw them out of money, scam them, something like that. And it doesn't matter. And it was like 40 minutes because I went to the background of, some of the situations I'd seen in two particular women around my age. It was, say, younger baby boomers. And I shouldn't even say it that way, because some people say, oh, all baby boomers are like that. No, they're not. No generation is everybody like that. I can't stand it. My degrees are in psychology, sociology. I taught at college and university, and no. Stop generalizing. Stop saying just because a person is a member of some generation that therefore they are some certain way. That makes you sound really bad. And I don't want you being my generation and representing my generation if you're that ignorant. Period. Okay. Off my soapbox. Maybe. There's no guarantee. Maybe on that one. Anyway. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was gonna, I wanted to get all of it out. I put it on a different channel from the start, and then I thought, no, I want to put it on this channel, and I do that from time to time, depending on the kind of video. And you're going way too fast for this road, mister. And anyway, real life happens in the middle of a video. But the whole thing is, I wanted to get out much of it, so I could give updates, because I know there will be updates, but it's so in me, the feeling I get is, it makes you question your faith in humanity, not really wholly 100%, of course, but it still kind of takes you down when you see people using a crisis. This one is a tragedy, and they're using it so they can get items off of people, money, items, attention, all that. Really? It's not my first time, and it's not my first rodeo at all. At my age, I have seen so much of this because I've known this type since I was born. Okay? And I'm not joking. Since I was born, I was raised in it. And, yeah, that's what they want. They want all that, and it doesn't matter. So I wanted to use that, state all that, to give updates. Now, some people say, well, aren't you doing the same thing? Do you see a PayPal for me? Do you see me giving you any address, any way to contact me other than this? No. Yeah, you could have sent something to my post office box, but no, nobody's ever sent me any donations. No, I've never asked for any, nothing like that. I'm not a life coach. No, I do this because this is my way of venting. Seriously, I won't tell the people, who are in it, because if any little thing gets back, like I said in that video, any little thing gets back to that person who is that type, they will use it to smear campaign me. Do a smear campaign against me. I said all that. Okay, but like I said, I wanted to do to get that one out so I could do updates on what's going on now. Each day, day by day kind of thing, if that often. And besides venting, I'm one to think that people, when they share their experiences, that knowledge gets out there, that you're not alone. You are not alone on this planet, and it can lead to people finding solutions for themselves. not necessarily, but it might. And it's good. Knowledge is a good thing. I don't believe that people who are just saying, I lived it, so therefore I know it. No. I'm not saying that there are voices of authority on it. Not at all. You have voices of authority on this world. Otherwise, you might be considered a little bit narcissistic if you think just because you've experienced something, that therefore you know everything that you need to know about it. No, you don't. Okay, that you should be given that free. You don't have to go to school. You should be held at the same level as somebody with degrees in that psychology, say. Okay, whatever it is, that you deserve to have the same kind of thing. No, you don't. Just because you experience it, that doesn't mean that you deserve the same. Okay, that's, like I said, that could be classified under narcissism. Narcissistic, yes indeed. Remember, my degrees are in psychology and sociology. I taught at college and university, so yeah. I have a whole lot of a clue. I was a career student too. I was just noticing they put a trail up here. I'd seen them working on it, but I have no idea where the trail goes to in the neighborhood here. I really don't know. Where does that trail go to? It's kind of freaky, really. Because I know there's somewhere out there's a lake, but I think it's all on private property. So, where would a trail be going on to private property? That's a city trail. The city put it up. So, I don't know. And they're also putting something up here in the middle. So, and I don't think it's lights because they have lights up already. So, interesting. You got to check out the stuff every once in a while. Well, I do. But anyway, where was I going with all this? So yeah, I was doing the video about that, and really, it's the same thing. I mentioned that one of them, here it is, this tragedy going on, and people, I'm still in shock. I still can't get it in my mind, because I think, and the reason I can't get it in my mind to be able to then start, thinking about it and going through the stages of grief, this kind of thing, because of what these two women are doing and how it is affecting other people. And yeah, and trying to get all the attention on them so they can screw people out of money and products. And like I said, one of them, she suddenly disappeared. Well, if the boy who cried wolf could be playing here, and too many people may have been noticing it. She was traveling across country, car, by automobile, and road trip. And people who know her, really know her, know that she uses tragedy, crisis kind of situations to try to get attention. Well, who's going to report her as missing person besides, well, maybe her adult daughter, who has, let people know that her mom is missing. Okay. But that's it. One day. And there's still no word. Mother like daughter here. Okay, the other person, these two are friends. The other one, she's used this as a way to try to get, of all things, a cell phone. A new cell phone off of somebody. Off of anybody who just has one extra one laying around. Serious. I just wish it were me who, I wish it were true that, I wish it was that it's just me thinking this, it's just me. But when it's real, it actually is real. Okay, this is real. This is what they do every time. I've known them since I was a child, so yeah. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a coughing and sneezing fit here. Oh my goodness, I come outside, woof, boy. Believe that when it started up again. But yeah, so I want to keep this updated. I want to keep updating this. And I want to do, like I said in that video, I want to do one over when people say, well, what business is it of yours? It is your business. Okay, don't believe those fools. Those people who are trying to fool you, or the people who were fooled, or they just not thinking through, or so many things. But yeah, basically, really, what I've seen is that they're wannabes. They're people who want to be able to do that, and they're people who just believe the logic. They're the sheeple. Okay, what people call these days sheeple. Some people call them sheeple, sheeps and people. They just follow the herd, mindlessly follow the rest of the herd. Haven't we all been there? I'm not blaming the victims. I think many of us have been there in some way, shape, form, fashion in our life until we learn, hey, there are people out there who are nothing but master manipulators, and everything that comes out of their mouth is wrong. It's just to get them what they want. Okay, and I do want to go into more and more detail. I need to make out a list of all the things that I think about it, little highlights of it, of people who use people and in this kind of way, and other people who are their flying monkeys and say, it's none of your business how they get money. And you can see this quite often, seriously, this of people saying, it's nobody's business how somebody gets their money, especially like whatever kind of service is on that there are a lot of people, it can be any social media platform. It doesn't have to be just YouTube or just Facebook or just Twitter or just whatever. It can be on small ones, big ones, whatever. And that there's a community and there will be, I have never seen it without one, and I first got online in 1990, in this kind of thing, in any kind of what you would call social media platform. 1990, okay, this is 2020. So I've seen plenty, plenty in my lifetime. Never seen it when there was without at least that one. That's what I would call them, that one. Nowadays, it's that many. But these days, they call them e-beggars and scammers and con artists and, along this line. And they're usually the ones that speak up the most, or they're flying monkeys. They call them flying monkeys, like on the Wizard of Oz. They go out and do the bidding of the evil queen, the evil witch, the evil whatever person, the main person. The narcissistic one, the histrionic one, the whatever one. And they may be wannabes. And pardon my hands, my fingers here. Felt good though. But they go out and they do that, and and then they will have them take up for them, or they just will take up for them. The flying monkeys will take up for that person and say, what business is it of yours of how they get their money? So what? If people want to pay them, send them donations, or feel sorry for them and send them pay them through PayPal to help them get a room, or help them get, they're out for the night and they cannot get home, or they got kicked out of the house or something like that, or they're broken down. They say they're RVers and their RV is messed up, and they need new tires or whatever it is. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. Sorry, that's what it is, a bunch of BS. They're just wanting money. They're just getting another pledge to get more money from their viewers. And people say, it's none of your business. What business is of yours? How they get their money. Seriously, I want to know how other people see it. I know how I see it. Like I said, I want to make a whole video on that. I think I have plenty in the past, in a way. About once or twice every year I do videos on e-beggar scammers, con artists, because I've seen so many, and I have seen so many. But I want to know what do other people think, if they have even thought it through, or they just listen to what these people say, and they're the sheeple of these people. And it's nobody's business, or they just want to be. What about the people who aren't any of that? What do they think? How do they see it? Like I said, I know what I could probably find videos point to them that I've already stated how I feel. But what about you? Seriously, what do you think? Leave a comment below if you feel comfortable. Talk to you on another video. Bye.